Alright, we hopefully should be sorting out the technical issues on the stream on our end as well, so we're probably going to be seeing the first pick here for Indonesia. And we're going to see Party Starter, which is the hardest hybrid, honestly.
Honestly speaking, I definitely agree. Like, with the length alone, you can already tell it's gonna be a map that could be choke heavy if you're not careful, but the patterns in specific is what makes it really, really difficult. You have Ellens mixed with mini jacks and stuff like that could really be detrimental if you're not proficient with Rice along with Ellens in general.
I mean, to be fair, like let's just be fair. This is Lemon Guy's hybrid, so anything that resembles a Lemon Guy's hybrid is just going to be very, very technical.
Well, as I said that, if I were to be honest about technical, I would like say put the players who could FC, who you think has the high chance of FC, and that's what the United Kingdom is doing right now, putting in Zubin. I guess you could say Muson could be in, but considering Zubin's playstyle of low miscount and high combos, definitely you put a player like that. Especially considering I think Indonesia, if they were very, very, very confident about this map, could just end up with low miscounts or maybe even full combos in general.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This chart is just a very nightmare to full combo, especially in the slag. I feel like with this kind of OD as well, I think it's kind of harsh considering how everything is going to be put together as a chart, and I feel like playing this in general is probably not going to be like so proficient as like you would mostly see on other hybrids as well. But anyways, we're going to get to the first pick here by Indonesia. We're going to see Party Starter here. Let's see how this goes.
Honestly, it's a fitting name for the first song, Party Starter. This is the first song of like quarterfinals, just fitting way to do it. But look at Albert's act though. Is that a 94? Wait a minute.
I'm not sure.
Wait, but was that well, for now at least we could look at this lead. It's not that huge though, and it just gives United Kingdom a little bit of an advantage. But wait, it looks like Team Momentum also dropped at the start.
Actually, yeah. I feel like the miss is actually going to cost Albert a lot there for Indonesia. The lead is going to UK as far as the start goes.
Yeah, well, Team Momentum's accuracy already increased to 99.8, which is higher than Zubin with the full combo. But Albert with another miss, what is happening to the Indonesian team? And this is the first pick as well, so losing that already at the start is not a good sign of how things are gonna come.
Look at how UK go already with 99.8, even the take with the miss.
Oh, well, I just say that Team Momentum drops to 99.6. Surprisingly, Zubin's been keeping up the 99.7 despite the Ellen patterns. Ray with a drop is not gonna help Indonesia's drop so far. At least as the only full combo remaining. And Team Momentum is gonna drop as well.
I think as far as drop goes, Albert dropped like a significant amount of accuracy, so I feel like it's gonna be hard to come back unless the other two players from UK missing. But I don't think it's gonna be the case here. Team always taking to continual drop, so it's just gonna be a matter of trades.
Indeed, trades are gonna be important. The moment eliminated Zubin eventually, or if they ever drop, that's when there's a chance. But Ray and Albert, as I said, Ray and Albert dropping is certainly not gonna help Indonesia's chance.
Yeah, it's just mostly take dropping, but I feel like the accuracy is still like just around Ray's accuracy, which doesn't drop a ton. But I feel like the misses actually comes out that Ting actually has better accuracy than Ray right now.
Yeah, that is true. But Team Momentum is also dropping that accuracy. 2 full combos on the United Kingdom side, while Indonesia has 1. And the mere fact that we're even seeing full combos here is insane, and that these are drops the last full combo that Indonesia had.
Clean drop from Adiza, but I feel that's still 2 FCs to 0 right now.
That is true, and the accuracy lead is also pretty big, I think, as Albert already drops to the 98 range. That is not a good sign. I think this lead should be like around 40 to 50,000 already. That's really huge.
Ooh, Eliminate starting point to take a little bit though. There's only one FC remaining, and there's still a lot going on. They still have like last quarter of it, so you really can't rest until it actually ends.
That is true, it's just very unfortunate. I think the misses are what gave it away to United Kingdom. Look at Zubin go though, still holding a full combo after all of those patterns. Really impressive to see.
Yeah, Albert still continuing to really pretty much struggling here to even keep out a combo like above 100. And I feel like that's pretty much it. This is a very clear win for UK here.
And this is not a good way to start a match if you were in the Indonesian team. But if anything, this is the first round where it's going to be first to 7 points. So there's still more opportunities to take in comparison to the previous rounds at least.
That's a Zubin full combo, what the heck? That's really hard to even FC.
Wait a minute, 986 on party starter, and wait, Eliminate had the higher score as well. But at the end of the day, that full combo certainly helped United Kingdom's case. It was
Absolutely.
like, I think it was like the worst ratio in the lobby by a bit of a margin, but still, full combo is full combo, essentially beating everyone but Eliminate. Albert, though, made
It may have.
difference,
It may have.
I believe, but I really hope it does get sorted out.
You may have sorted something out here. I feel like Indonesia's not having a good start here, so it's just pretty much United Kingdom playing United Kingdom's cards here. The United Kingdom will probably just gonna have to respond with something a little bit more technical route. We have like 7 rice here, so United Kingdom can just pick any on that 7.
Well, now that you win the hybrid, could you go for something like Ultima Thule? I don't think that's the way to go. If I were United Kingdom, I could probably save Zenith Allies for later, considering the type of players that I have. I think the way to go though is probably Delirium, or maybe even Formidable Enemy, considering how many times Indonesia has choked. I would not advise counterclockwise though, considering that Indonesia had a really good break-in rule score in the previous round.
Oh, counterclockwise. Oh, okay. So this is a bit of a riskier round, but I feel like this is very understandable considering how they have a very solid scores on tech, pretty much. I think it kind of plays to the point that just chokes really matter, and I feel like they have a really good tech go around here.
In general, I would say the United Kingdom's rise is among the cream of the crop in the whole team.
I think this is going to be keeping
But
up
so
with
is Indonesia's rise.
Yeah, I think this is going to keep up this same roster, except for United Kingdom, we have Houston instead of Zubin. I think it's kind of interesting to me, because I feel like Zubin is more well kitted out for some sort of like a tech or very fast burst or something like that.
Yeah, that is true, and like breaking rules, I did say that Indonesia had among the highest, if not even the highest breaking rule score in the whole tournament. But this map is no breaking rules, I think. Like in terms of the length alone, this one is longer. So I think it would be very interesting to see how or what United Kingdom was planning. I was expecting Zubin to stay, but looks like they're gonna choose Newsom. I think they're gonna go for the risk of higher AC. Of course, you have the higher chance to make a miss or something, but if your AC is higher and you're able to FC, it's gonna pay off a lot.
Thing is, I feel like even you go for a higher act, this also comes with like OD 8.5, which is not normally you see on most like the very hard technical charts. And OD 8.5 on something like this is actually gonna a testament to how consistent you are on most of the bursts and mostly tech bits are. This is actually gonna be a really a nightmarish to act.
It's true. Looks like right now we're just waiting for Indonesia to click that ready button. I can't wait to see how this one goes. We started off with a breakpoint. I wonder if Indonesia could answer back, and I think they definitely have a chance. Wait a minute. Wait, look at the chat right now. Is there gonna be a swap for Retro AX?
I think it might be, because Albert is swapping out.
That's surprising. I was expecting Albert to stay, actually, considering how physically adept Albert is.
Richard is also pretty much a well-known technical player as well, so I feel like this is also can play out in Indonesia's favor. But it's just a 3v3. This is a team opportunity to actually take a point and probably break a point as well.
Well, yeah, this is certainly one of those charts where I think Indonesia has a chance to take a big point, but they have to be very, very careful.
I do love Terminal 11. This song is actually like, it's just all hell breaks loose once you get to the second half of it.
I really like Terminal 11 as well, but like I mean, all of their like music pieces have always fit for tech charts, and this one is certainly no slouch. Look at Indonesia though, literally 2 players at 99.9, but same with the United Kingdom, 2 99.9s in a map like this. But the difference between Retroactive and Ting Momentum is the reason why Indonesia has the lead right now.
Well, Retro is actually down to like 99.4, actually a little bit lower accuracy than Ting, so it kind of offsets a little bit there. But I feel like this is not even the hardest part of patterns in the entire chart. It's just we're entering the first half of it, and we're not even close into reaching it.
Not yet indeed. This map is pretty long, and we've only reached a quarter of it right now. Indonesia, the accuracy in general is lower than the United Kingdom, but they're keeping that consistency. So Ting Momentum has reached the accuracy, or not accuracy, but the combo cap already. If anyone from Indonesia misses, it's gonna be United Kingdom's point to take. But wow, looks like they're reeling it in now. With Retrorex dropping some more accuracy, that is not good news at all.
Actually, there's no lead whatsoever here. This is actually really funny because the 3 FCs is still kind of like going head to head with the 2 FCs on the United Kingdom. The lead is nothing right now.
Well, Indonesia has to hope for one more miss from the United Kingdom if they want to hope for a chance to take a point. But oh, wait a minute. Muson dropped some accuracy, so this lead could go to Indonesia anytime soon. But they have to increase that fast.
200 by Eliminate. There's like literally 98.8. I think Adiza dropped a few bit there, and Ray is holding the highest accuracy in the entire lobby. And we're entering the last third of it. The last third is actually really hard to keep things going.
Ray has improved so much in the tournament scene, and so has the Indonesian team in general. The United Kingdom is already showing that they're definitely keeping up with those kinds of players. But still no misses so far after those initial misses. But never mind!
There's a miss from Houston. There's a drop, drops all about the 200s from a little bit from the Indonesia side. This is actually going to be a little bit scared. There's still going to be a tug of war happening on the last quarter of this chart. This part is hard.
Yeah, I mean, Indonesia, UK would have to hope for chokes from Indonesia. We are at the last part. Still, chokes can happen from either side. But wow, I think Indonesia is going to end with a triple FC. If that's going to be the case, that's such an insane team score. What in the world is going on?
Watch out for the rolls that's coming to this one. This is actually really scary, but I feel like they're going to came unscathed here. It looks like Indonesia actually going to take a break point at this 12.
Oh my god. United Kingdom took a break point from Indonesia, but Indonesia responds back. And what a way to do so with a triple FC run. Oh my goodness, Indonesia. What is that performance?
I feel like if Newson didn't miss, or even Ting didn't miss, that's on United Kingdom's favor. So just imagine that situation where you actually did take a miss, but they actually take one miss each.
One miss each. That would be an interesting way, but I'd say United Kingdom barely wins it if that's the case. Because I still think the UK had slightly accuracy lead.
1-1 right now, and this is going to be the initial pick here. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna go with. There's only 2 more hybrids. I feel like they're probably gonna go with Revelation or something like around LN, which also plays it on their favor.
So that's a good strategy. Speaking of 1-1, that is also the scoreline for the other match that's going on. which is Japan versus Singapore. And yeah, well, it's gonna be close for both of these matches. You know, on a side note, I also like to say I think Indonesia could also go for Delirium, considering how this map went. Because chokes from United Kingdom, I think, are really fatal. And overall, in Rise, I just think Indonesia is the more consistent team. So they could go for Delirium, or maybe something like OWA Rage in Vegas. Well, never mind.
Ultima, yeah.
Looks like they are gonna go for Ultima. I hope that Indonesia could secure a consistent score, like similar to counterclockwise. The reason why Party Starter was a dominant win for United Kingdom in the first place was because of the third player in Indonesia. If they can secure,
I feel like the third player from Indonesia has a little bit of a disadvantage at the very beginning of the chart. So it just kind of explains why they only have 28 misses. So I feel like it's not the misses that are just spread out. I think the beginning has a lot more misses.
Looks like, speaking of misses, I really think that's going to be a weakness that Indonesia could take advantage of. But I'm surprised to see Anta Bekasi playing for Indonesia. I was expecting Albert to come in. I would have thought Anta would have fallen a little bit behind starting in semifinals physicality, but I think right now they probably feeling it, and I think that's very important for the Indonesian team to have one of your most renowned players to be proficient at any stage in the tournament.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is, I think this is just probably like out of all the hybrids, this is probably like the mid-level, I guess the mid-tier chart of the hybrids. Because you're starting off with the hardest hybrid, and you're going for the second hardest. And Revelation is probably arguably the easiest out of that. So it actually is a good strategy to pick on something that United Kingdom will probably just gonna have fall off. So let's see what happens.
Well, right now it's 1:1. Indeed, we will see what happens. We started with 2 breakpoints. Would this be another breakpoint that the United Kingdom could take? I mean, in general, I just think this match is going to be really close from this point on.
Alright, we're going to see the start right here. This is, I'm not sure why was that warning of the epilepsy going on right back there, but hopefully it's not going to affect their players too much. We'll see what happens with the third pick here. I guess the third pick we see on the screen right now, we have Ultima, picked by Indonesia. Starting off with LS doesn't seem to play his back. Also, Adiza has a bit of a rocky start.
Well, right now, despite the rocky start for Team Momentum, it's still ridiculously close, given that Anta Bekasi and Adiza are slightly behind News Ray being low. The catalyst for this.
Alright, they're going physical. Oh, Anta Bekasi has a lot of 300s, just falling a little bit short on ratio.
He's happy. That's not good because Newson is now going to take the lead for United Kingdom. Team Momentum's recovered amazing, but they have to do much more work. Oh, but Indonesia is going to retake the lead slightly despite the accuracy that United Kingdom has right now.
Ting dropped a few 200s on some of the non-LN section here. This is a bit of a weird surprise, but I guess there's still like 2/3 of the chart left, so I feel like it's not going to cause too much of an impact. Howard is tug of war, please. Dude, just, oh my god, at least there's nothing.
What is going on here? It's literally nothing, but I think United Kingdom is sort of taking the lead. Newson, 99.87? Excuse me?
All across the board are about 99.7. The whole lowest, okay, Ting just missed right there. I said lowest, but Ting already missed there. So, there's a lead for Indonesia right there. I'm not cursing it.
Well, yeah, Indonesia they could potentially take the first organic point because we started with 2 breakpoints a while ago, but now Indonesia is in the driver's seat. Rei, Adiza, Anta Bekasi at 99.7s all around. Unfortunately, United Kingdom only has Newson above at 99.7 in general. So as long as Indonesia does not drop, it's their point. But United Kingdom can still catch up.
Still the most physical part here. This is actually where Otsa probably starts to fall. There we go. Otsa falls a bit there. And there you go. I think the lead's gonna shift a little bit to United Kingdom, but it's not that much here. Ting will recover his accuracy, but I feel like it's gonna take a slight inch of the accuracy lead here. Eliminate might even drop there. Ooh.
Eliminate dropping, that is gonna cause the Indonesian team to have to lead again. But Nusa drops that essentially seals it. Indonesia, I think they gotta take this.
Yeah, with Newsom down, there's no SCs outside of 2 SCs from Indonesia. This is absolutely impressive.
And there we go, Indonesia 2970 on a map like this. That's amazing. Wait, the thing random just this.
I think it probably left early too. Well, I mean, honestly, look at that black flag array, which black flag means 1/200. Also with Newsom actually, it doesn't have that miss.
Oh man, well that's true. Honestly, Joe, these counts are just really impressive. We didn't see Ting Momentum's 200 count, but I think it would have been really impressive as well. Looks like Zubin is going to be in for United Kingdom, so yep, definitely.
See,
the Usao jump stream pick, right?
Yeah, it's the, bagel jump stream, right? I'm not gonna pronounce that, you know? It's just a gray area right there.
Yep. I'm just gonna say, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I guess it's up to the viewers to interpret how it's pronounced.
I mean, there's multiple interpretations, right, for most of the viewers that are watching the stream right now. So and you can take whatever. So we'll just accept it, and I'm just gonna call this a bagel jump stream. That's it.
And speaking of which, I gotta say, I'm hungry. I'm hungry now for bagels, so I'm sorry, I just had my dinner, okay? And now hearing for bagels. Okay, apparently, it's Katugo.
I'm still not gonna pronounce that, sorry.
Okay, I understand. But okay, look at this lineup. So you have Eliminate, Zubin, and Newson. I was expecting Ting Momentum instead of Newson, actually. Because, again, I'm just not sure, because usually Ting Momentum shines in maps like this. Though, Newson is just really, really good in general. For like high-end physical stuff, Newson is super good at minimizing opponent counts.
I mean, as far as everyone's accuracy right now, I think Newson has probably the best marbles ratio, or I guess 300 rainbows, I guess, if you want to call it that. And 266 jump stream isn't something that you can normally cheese it out unless you're very talented at jump stream. So something like this is actually more of a gifted skill set, which you can, if you can actually just ratio out of this, you can just basically destroy this chart, no questions.
Well, that's true, but right now, we'll see if whatever rosters both countries place was the right choice to make. And right now, looking at the United Kingdom with 99.9 to start, I think it was worth it. Though Indonesia behind a little bit at 99.8 all around. Wait, why does it seem like Indonesia has a slight lead despite the accuracy disparity? I actually have no clue, but...
Yeah, it's just, I think it's mostly because of the score discrepancies. It's just you can see it back and forth, but it's not really that much. So it's just mostly it comes down to the accuracy of UK. UK is rock solid in accuracy right now, just averaging 99.9.
It's true, but look at Retrox's accuracy. Wait.
I don't think that's the miss from the player. I feel like it's a client.
Well, I guess client, please? Please, client.
Oh.
Alright, there we go. Is that an actual miss? No, it's not an actual miss.
Zubin's looking like a D-Sync right here, so you can't really see.
But looking at the accuracies right now, I would assume UK has the lead.
I'm still waiting for a confirmation if Zubin is actually still in, but I feel like it's actually gone far enough here.
So looking at the MP link, at least Zubin has not disconnected yet, so I don't think it's a disconnect. But wow, look at the United Kingdom's accuracy. It's just ahead of overall Indonesia, but Ray is keeping up with both Eliminator and User. In fact, Ray is now ahead of both of them.
I think it seems like Zubin is it, and it's just the client is not responding for some reason.
So we'll have to see what both teams are gonna do. Retrox missed. I think that's his deal. I think United Kingdom wins this, actually, considering the accuracy that these players have. Well, in the MP link, I think we could check the MP link, and according to the MP link, this was a United Kingdom win.
Yeah, absolutely. There's only a 14,000 point lead. I feel like Zubin's also passed and also the full combo. And yeah, you can see now Newson and Eliminator has a very similar ratio. Even the V1 double S though, that's actually pretty impressive.
That's true, but overall, the team scores were ultimately what matters. And United Kingdom has a 2987. Oh my goodness, that's a team score. That's a team score.
Just actually going hand in hand fairly well here. So I feel like, and sooner or later, Indonesia's probably not looking like running out of picks, but there's Ellens to be worried about. So are they gonna go with Revelation? Oh, they're gonna go with 2 twice for you.
Well, finally, it's
more into the Ellen density territory.
You know, I was thinking, who would you put if you were United Kingdom? Would you put Team Momentum, Newsom, and Eliminate again? I'm assuming for Indonesia, it's gonna be something like Tabitasi, Ray, and Albert. But for United Kingdom, I think we could put in Ciaro or something like this.
I'm not sure if that actually. I don't have the information on United Kingdom side whether they are like what 3 players they're gonna bring here for most of the late game moments. I feel like it's up in the air really. It's probably Ting or it can probably be Shadow, whoever's most comfortable with that.
Looks like they're taking the time to choose who's gonna get in. I definitely say Ciaro is the pick here though. If, let's say, you're not confident with one of the players for comboing. I mean, honestly, considering the player's history, why not Amosite? Wasn't Amosite known to be really good at LMs? Oh well, there you go, Ting Momentum's the choice.
I mean, I think probably Amosite probably reaches limit, so I don't know. We have some early new generations coming around. I feel like United Kingdom with Ting coming in is actually the surprise here to me.
Definitely no surprise out of this. Oh, looks like Adiza, Tabitasi, and Ray is going to be the lineup for Indonesia. While for United Kingdom, we're going to be having Eliminate, Team Momentum, and Newsom. I think both teams made the right choice in terms of roster picking. Though we'll have to see what consistency would be for these teams.
This kind of Ellen density running at 200 BPM is it's kind of reminiscent to the same BPM as Gairan. So you essentially just playing Gairans at long notes. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. But right now, United Kingdom is actually 5 players right now in United Kingdom playing 8. Tabitasi is the only one who, and Tabitasi is at 99.7, which is like really good. That would be like good enough for 990k at least.
Still a little bit of a lead for United Kingdom, but I mean, so far this is just pretty much the intro with Newson already finding the drop right there, so not going to be good, but I feel like there's still a lot of harder content in this chart to be dealt with.
I mean, luckily there's still a lot of time, so even if Newson drops once, there's still a lot of opportunity for Indonesia to have some drops of their own. But right now, it does seem like Indonesia is very consistent, though Newson drops again. That is very unfortunate.
I think it does seem like it's a clean drop for the most part. I think it's just mostly the accuracy, but 2 misses doesn't seem to be a good case for United Kingdom here. Lemon is already dropping down below onto Bukasi, but Ting Momentum is trying to rival against 2 other Indonesian players.
But that is true. Ray and Team Momentum is going to be the 1v1 that we're seeing. Though Newson and Eliminate have dropped low odds for Kasi and especially Adiza as well. And Eliminate's going to drop accuracy. Oh man, that's really unfortunate as well because I think Eliminate had lit the second attack before.
Newson recovered his accuracy like very quickly. I think I already saw it like 99.5. He's actually going back to 99.7 like no sweat about it.
Yeah, how to play players recovering despite with the miss is super essential. Team Momentum
two misses no less.
Yeah, 2 misses to none. Wait, can Indonesia secure the triple full combo? If that's the case, then that would rival that would beat so many teams in the semifinals round. And right now, Indonesia's just killing it.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna go over to the left side. I feel like Newson actually recovered his accuracy quite above onto Bukasi now, but Lemonade is dropping so much, and I feel like he's probably gonna seal the deal with Indonesia pretty much.
That's true, and right now, even if I think even if Indonesia drops a single bit, this would still be their point. Wow, what a dominant point as well.
Across 2.977, that's 23k. Like the black flag again. What you
another black flag. Oh man! But the best ratio in the lobby goes to Newson. Looking at ratios alone, wait, it's very similar actually. Like, Eliminate was a little behind, but regardless, Indonesia's ratio and United Kingdom's ratio were very similar.
I think Newson might have hit everything rainbows after that 2 miss. So, just saying about it, it's actually very scary to see how he recovered very quickly, on his mostly because of how insanely good his accuracy is. But that's Indonesia's pick, and United Kingdom still have time to pick the other 5 Rise picks that are remaining in this pool. Are they gonna go all the way with Rage into Vegas? If that's, it's actually kind of scary to think that counterclockwise was in Indonesia's favor, but it's a different kind of chart nonetheless.
It's equal for Semifinals. Probably. I think that's one of United Kingdom's latest. And Team Momentum is no slouch in acting those, and I think Zubin is also very good at keeping combo. And Newsom's act is just really good. Like, you just have a lot of possibilities if you were United Kingdom on the Rice department in general.
Man, I don't think that picking Zenithalize is going in Newsom's favor, but they're going with Genova. Oh boy, we're going for the hardest Rice pick, I think. Very streamy 350 BPM, so it's just a matter who actually doesn't get lost in the streams. I like how it actually gives you a false sense of security that this is only 5-star, and this is actually the hardest chart in the pool.
Like, after all.
And this is probably going to be stopping Zubin here. I think this is pretty much in Zubin's favor. Zubin is like a monster in most like street picks, and in general speed picks, street picks in general. So no surprise at all to bring in Zubin for this particular pick, as Zubin as a specialty can actually carry the UK in his favor.
That's true. It's like it's gonna be Eliminate Team Momentum and Zubin. I mean, Zubin is arguably United Kingdom's. I'd say United Kingdom's speed. Like, he's basically their best player for speed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically the speed demon for the UK, and I probably like the fastest one out there. So just see what happens. And I feel like Indonesia's gonna be using Retro EX here, which is not. I'm mean, I'm not too sure about Retro EX capability of hosting the stream, especially something like this. But I feel like Retro EX is probably going to be something with Auburn, I think.
I think Albert's gonna come in.
Yeah, also with a little bit of an insight that Japan and Singapore is still going in 3-2 in Japan's favor, and they already been picking the SV2, which is like ranking that we already seen that it be banned in this particular match. And it's looking like kind of the dire situation from Japan, it seems like. And with 3-2 in their favor, I feel like they're gonna have to switch their tactics and how they're gonna perform here. But we're going to see Genova in this particular match. I feel like we'll see how it goes for both of these teams to even play at this particular speed.
Here we go, Genova, picked by United Kingdom. I think this pick makes a lot of sense. Indonesia's no slouch in Rise, and we've seen that already.
100% for Zubin. Yep, this is literally normal. This is just normal. Just stream. You can just go 100%.
Oh my god!
It's been so.
Wait,
it's actually kind of long.
It's still wait a minute.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. But eliminate also at 99.98. All right.
This speed is actually so. Oh my god, this is very fast and looking like it doesn't seem to pace at all. I don't think that's actually a little bit of decent in accuracy. It's not going below 9.6. These are might need to drop there.
Like that one is gonna give the buffer to United Kingdom. Like I was looking at Albert's party starter a while ago and I got really worried about his mindset, but it looks like he's in tip-top shape. That's a good mindset if you're in the Indonesian team. Like unfazed despite the misses that happen. But you gotta push through now, considering that it's your time to shine.
Zubin rushed a bit as well as Ting, so I guess their accuracy is going to average around Albert's accuracy. So this is a little bit of a telling sign that you should be actually getting complacent in this stream.
That's true. Looks like the 1v1s here. Zubin versus Albert, Ting Random versus Adiza, and eliminate Miss Ray. Looking at the accuracies, I actually don't know who has the lead. I think it's slightly in the United Kingdom's favor. But that's also because Indonesia has one miss. You gotta take note of that.
Yeah, one miss actually does carry it through a bit, but there's still like basically the ending of the jump. It just actually ends on a stream. So it's literally the last third of it is just basically straight. So we'll see who actually doesn't get lost here. Albert gets lost in the streams now. There's 2 minutes on the Indonesia side. Ting finally finding to drop on the non-stream section though.
That's very surprising, but Albert drops again, and that is so unfortunate for the Indonesian team. It's gonna give United Kingdom more space at least, more time to breathe. But it's not. But it could change anytime soon if you rush a little.
I feel like there's not enough time here because there's only like a 30,000 point buffer, and United Kingdom should probably seals the deal for this particular bit. There we go. It's just nail the confident. United Kingdom will take the 3rd point here. It's still on deadlock 3-3, but we'll see what happens on the next other picks. Another black flag on Ray.
What? What is going on with Ray? So many black flag. What? How?
I think at this point, Ray is just avoiding V1SS's on purpose. I just don't know what happened here.
Isn't that like a strategy? Like you drop it to 100 so that you don't have the pressure. That's like, oh, okay, I don't have the V1SS's anymore. Wait, look at eliminate. That is my first submitted score. What? Wait,
I mean,
what?
To be fair, it's just like it's just speed is also like eliminate. I feel like eliminate is probably a little bit tilted because of that previous Ki, which is very hard in itself.
That's fair. It's fair. So right now,
Ting has like 3 misses, but no 200s at all.
What is that even called? What is that even called? Like black flag is like 1 grade. Like what do you even call that?
Well, it's literally nothing. I mean, if you have a 1 miss but no other judgment, it's called a miss flag. That's it.
Well, I guess that's it. Though we'll have to see.
Yeah. We'll have to see what Indonesia has go here. Oh, we're going for LN3, which is XB10R. I just don't know how to just pronounce it letter for letter.
There's a... Like, I forgot. You know, I just realized something. Considering how dominant Indonesia won 2-wise for you, I think they could go for encryption.
Encryption looks like a little bit of a sneaky situation because United Kingdom's releases are on par with Indonesia's. It's just it's very long for a pick too.
Yeah, apparently it's pronounced Temblor.
It seems like we're seeing on Bekasi, which is no surprise as the main long player for Indonesia. Also, we also have another match going on, which is on Japan-Singapore. We have 4-2 in Japan's favor, and Japan wins the Delirium, which is honestly kind of a not that big of a surprise, but it's still a pretty close one as well. Which is only winning by around 49k.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting. Honestly, that was an interesting choice, but it paid off in the end.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Then I'm not gonna pronounce the song title. I'm not gonna even bother it, even when people say it to me. But we'll see what happens.
All right. looks like this is the map pool with like I don't know how to pronounce it. This is the map pool for that.
Yeah, this is the chart, the LN chart that is quote unquote almost like a hybrid.
I mean, honestly, I could see why that's the case. Oh, but Newsom drops immediately at the start. I could see why Indonesia chose this. Certainly a pick to go for if you want to, like, hope for another player to choke, assuming that you could pull off the FC consistently at least.
I mean, you better be careful because Newsom's gonna crawl your accuracy right above you, and Ting also dropped a little bit there, so I guess that's kind of evening out, as Indonesia will take a little bit of a favor in terms of lead.
Oh man, Indonesia is just destroying this map in general. Still no breaks from Indonesia in Temblor, but we already saw 2 from the United Kingdom, and that is not good. Ray with the 99.8, Adisa with the 99.7. Auto Bekasi's act is actually higher than the highest, well, not the highest, but like the highest act of the full combo at least.
This chart is pretty hard. Yeah, there you go. Newsom taking a little bit of a speed section, which is actually gonna blow the lead over to Indonesia. And I feel like this is kind of like a secured point here, as 25,000 is a lot of a bumper to take on.
There's still the Shoka Paparnawa. These are drops, but Yusa trades it back. So Indonesia's lead is still gonna be up there. Just an unfortunate drop from Adisa in general, though. But it's like, it's way too big for United Kingdom to even hope for a chance to come back.
The thing is, I'm just really glad that Columnox didn't even, like, exist. Oh, there's a 2 misses and take as well. Traded out.
Then, wait, is that a full combo from Eliminate? It is actually. Yeah. Oh, wow.
And Ting actually left early too. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, well, I was like, is this another Black Prep from Ray? Unfortunately, no, unfortunately.
16,200 is very respectable, but that's barely beat Ray.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Looking at the chat right now, harder rice than the actual rice bowl.
Yeah, I mean that is basically what this says, right? It's just LN quoting hybrids at this point.
No, honestly though, I really like chart in general. Like, the song just fits it very well. I think it's a very well made chart, actually.
We'll see what happens with UK's pick here. There are 4 choices left, and I'm not sure what they're gonna go with here. Middle enemy seems fine, but at the same time, you just have to factor the stamina into the equation wherever you have a higher accuracy. Also, we have Japan Singapore still going on, and we have 5-2 in Japan's favor, and Singapore actually lose by 381 points. That's actually very nuts, just considering this is now the least week that have been picked here.
Oh man, I was expecting Japan to like not win that, but that was so surprising.
Well, we'll see with the other prize picks, the UK here. It's not saying. Oh, they're going for Rage in Vegas. Oh boy, this is. I literally hate this song. Sorry.
Oh man, wait. Is that an A or is that an O in chat?
Yeah, I think it's an O.
I was like, OWO? Rage in Vegas? Wait, it's OWA. Okay, no, it's OWA, not OWO.
Yeah, it's a reference from the Flash Revolution where OWOWA is like One Wing Angel is a real player. So you know, you just abbreviate it as OWA.
We're just waiting for. Oh, right, there we go. I was like, what happened to the pig? But okay, there we go.
Yeah, we're going for Rage in Vegas, and I feel this is a bit of a riskier choice coming out from United Kingdom, but if this is I guess it's a kind of a meme sample to begin with, so I feel like they're probably gonna laugh while they're playing it, so I don't know. There's so much recognizable samples in here that I'm really pissed off that this song actually exists. Sorry.
Oh. I actually haven't heard the song yet, so I would love to see how this one goes at least. I mean, it's Kurorak, so if I remember correctly, this was the same artist of like Breach Protocol or that Gamma stuff, whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Kurorak is basically Indonesian composer. Yeah. Right. So it's very infamous of making some sort of mashcore samples, and Rage in Vegas is like certainly one of them. And there's a couple others like Gamma Stuff Sending, Ratchet, and basically the other Gamma series as well. So I feel like Kurorak in particular has been gained fame basically on that infamous samples like that.
Dude, what is going on? What is going on right now?
Oh, there we go. We got the star coming up here. I hate so much that this includes an Indonesian sample.
Oh man, well enough about the song for now. Let's focus first on the match.
The thing is, the song makes up for a funny chart like something like this, and High 19 in particular has made some funny patterns in here.
Oh man, imagine if this had like Rage 7 patterns. And I don't mean the stream part, I mean that mini jack part. Okay, Newson at 100%. Wait, Newson is still at it right now.
Alright, that jag basically just tear off the accuracy. So it's fine.
I swear.
Oh my god, this is literally just the same act everywhere.
It's going to change.
I swear. On my fucking dick.
Come on now. This is not allowed on stream, I think.
Yeah, but right now, it looks like United Kingdom. I think United Kingdom is no. Actually, I don't know as the lead right now. I don't know.
It's basically the same. It's just zero lead.
Okay, but considering that Newson has a little bit of an advantage towards Adiza, and Ray has a little bit of an advantage against Eliminate, Zubin has a little bit of an advantage against Retrolex.
Newson finding the drop there.
I was about to say that it was like no lead at all, but then that drop happened.
Jax got into him, but I feel like there's still a bit of a... I mean, it's still really not safe because the mini Jax are really everywhere. Retro finding the victim of that first, and I feel like it's going to change a little bit in terms of lead. Oh, come on, man. I'm gonna mute this.
This is making me really nervous to watch because like this lead is literally nothing right now, and like any drop would just like make it a little bit bigger because any drops could still happen from either side.
Houston climbing back up, and even on a higher pace in terms of accuracy, so I feel like there's a really swift recovery, but I feel like the Zoom take a little bit of a damage into 200, and there we go with the long jacks coming in from that sandstorm sample.
Man, but looks like it's safe for now.
They're
But,
not
wait.
out of the woods yet.
I mean, it's the break section. I don't think anyone's gonna break in a section like this, right?
Well,
never
I mean,
know,
the last core is basically the hardest part of the card, so I'm nervous. Anissa! Oh boy!
Oh my god! But it looks like wait, I don't know what to leave, but Retro X drops. Yuso chases as well.
again.
But it looks like the accuracy advantage that Newsom had in general gives United Kingdom a lead regardless. So
What is Eliminate doing?
but Yusuf drops what's more. Ray trades it back. No more full combos for Indonesia, and United Kingdom has two of them. Oh my god! Wait a minute. This is still really close though.
There's still like 20,000. There's no more some of these destructive endings like this, and I feel like this is a safe point to get from United Kingdom, and I feel like it's going to be on them up 4-4.
Wait a minute. All right, it's safe indeed. United Kingdom wins.
Eliminate.
It was-
I believe Eliminate has a black flag, or no, 2-200 is almost. But what is that ratio?
Oh my goodness. And look at Newson's miscount. It's higher than his 200 count as well. Overall, the 200 counts that United Kingdom had is very, very low. And oh man, 4-4.
This is, all things considered, these ratios are easily like, you can easily get the top 6 teams basically on ratios like these, honestly. But we're down on 4-4, and Indonesia probably running out of safe LM picks, or even probably Revelation, I guess, as you count as a hybrid. But there's only that choices. It's you can't really tell who is actually going to use. Do you go over a secret sleuth or encryption in this case, though?
Both of them are kind of release based, in my opinion. You could I think they could risk Revelation though. That's one pick I could suggest.
Oh, come on, please switch up the song, please. I don't want to hear the song ever again.
Oh man, let's just wait for it.
Yeah, I mean, Indonesia is taking a bit of a time to deliberately decide on whether you can use encryption or secret sleuth here. I feel like that's they're the only bets on taking some points here.
Oh
This
man,
looks like, yeah.
wait, looks like they're taking their time. Honestly, I think Indonesia's just gonna go for Revelation at this point.
And speaking of the other matches as well going on, Japan is still on 5-3, with Singapore wins the point on Raging Vegas actually, which is the same pick that we already see on the stream, but with mostly with X-Bet carrying with 997k. I don't know, is that like 99.91%, which is probably a V1 double S, which is very scary. But I think they probably had to settle the picks here for Indonesia. We're going for Secret Sleuth. Alright, this is the wackiest swing LN release pick of the pool. See, the distribution of the picks here, like from this pool. I like how the top is basically for UK and the middle, the bottom is like for Indonesia. So it's just literally tightened up. this just has the same vibes as one of the other LN picks that I actually made, but I mean, nevertheless, this is looking like a really long LN pick too. Actually, I didn't realize that. It's like 3 minutes and 20, but the releases are here are really wacky. And we're seeing Sharo instead of Eliminate here. I mean, Sharo is looking really good at LN releases so far.
Yes, Ciara's pretty good at LA, so I'm not surprised that they're putting him in.
All right, we'll see how it actually pays off here with Secret still being the third LN pick, I should say. I guess the third LN being picked from Indonesia. So far, this is still a deadlock, 4-4. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, I saw an early 20 from Team Momentum, but Alta Picassi is a little bit behind as well. So that, I think, kind of trades it, but Alta Picassi has advantage.
Yeah,
now. Oh, but Team Momentum has an early drop! That is not so good. In fact, they're now below the 99 range.
Like I said, this releases are very wacky. Only 7.7 as well, so it's actually a little bit on the higher side of the LN release, so... Oh, Sharo is taking so much damage with a lot of 200s now, almost below 99 here.
So this just gives Indonesia a lot of accuracy lead, honestly. Oh, but Adisa drops 1-200, I think, but that's not going to be that much, considering that there's a miss, and also a very big accuracy drop from the United Kingdom side.
I think it's at this point you just basically have to fight fire with fire, which is basically the accuracy. And I think Issa is trying to keep up with Adisa, but you have to keep beating up with the lowest accuracy animation, which doesn't seem to be really the case. Sharo might have taken the drop right there, and it's the lowest accuracy, so they get the damage. Onto Picassi though, with the lowest accuracy, still going to find the drop. It's not really that much, really. It's not going to have a big of an impact as the drop of Sharo or Ting does, but Ting actually recovers accuracy quite nicely here.
Yeah, well, I don't know why, but it does seem like Indonesia's lead is slightly getting a little lower. I guess just because of that one miss. Though, there's still a lot of time. It's just that accuracy lead from Indonesia is really, really big. Considering that there is one player that's below 99 in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, these kind of like wacky swing releases are actually going to keep people off guard, but I think Sharon's going to take a lot more damage around that, which is like around 99% right now. Like even fair, flat 99, but all across the board are like 99.6 plus. And Indonesia doesn't seem to be taking that much of a damage.
Oh, but Newson drop, that's gonna be huge for Indonesia. I think that means no more full combos for United Kingdom. Indonesia has 2 of them, and they're both in 99.7 as well.
It's only getting harder from here, and I feel like the accuracy doesn't looking like it's going to catch up against 3 juggernauts from Indonesia, which is just holding the same accuracy.
Right now,
how are you able to keep up with this kind of element releases, which doesn't take so much damage from like these?
That's true, but the only person holding a 99.7 right now is Ray. Unsurprising that they're up there, and Yusun dropping one more time essentially seals the deal. Any drops from Indonesia would not matter because this would still be their own point to take.
Very, very solid attempt, although Ting loses the high combo, although he did miss earlier, but these scores, man, like just basically below 700 300s for every single one except for Sharo.
Yeah,
that's
Sharo,
where the difference lies.
Wait, it's not a TP yet. Wait a minute. Look at the chat. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's still not yet over, as we're still on 5-4 in Indonesia's favor, and they still have to take 2 more points. And United Kingdom still have some comfortable picks left. But Indonesia, though, I don't think there has more options to go with.
As for the other match that's going on, looks like Looks like that Japan took another break point in Temblor. And that is, I think, 6-3 is not a good position to be in.
Yeah, as a potential match point here, and Japan will still have to take another point to actually close that match out from that losers bracket, I feel as well. So if Singapore did manage to get that point, I feel like Singapore will be eliminated from the tournament if Japan takes the match point. And United Kingdom basically only has Formula Enemy, Zenith Alliance, or Delirium, and they're gonna take the tactical timeout, which is a very smart move to be added with, as you're down by 1 point.
Speaking, if your team has a low morale, I think that's a way to do it. Definitely. You need to do it, but you need to just take your time off, calm down, think about how to go do this match.
Alright, this is looking like a really stressful situation here for UK. I feel like Formidable Enemy, I can see why they're hesitant to picking them, because I feel like they don't have like a stable third player to be able to withstand the stamina and be taken from Formidable Enemy. And I feel like as the third player, you have to exert so much focus into that chart. Delirium, on the other hand, is really what it comes down to. If you just get lost in the street, you're actually going to tank a lot of score here. And Zenith Alliance is also in a bit of a risky situation, as the third play is seems kind of lacking a little bit. So it's hard to choose on the 3 picks there.
I think United Kingdom could go for Zenith Alliance, but that's a risky pick of its own. I did think a while ago that Zenith Alliance could be safe, but now that I think about it, I think it's very risky.
I think it's more so contingent on the fact that you have to imagine that Indonesia also has a very solid three-man team that can actually perform projects pretty consistently. But I don't think I've seen Indonesia play on projects all that well. So since Zenith Alliance is also like 10 BPM higher than Justified by Love, Zenith Alliance has much harder patterns. So it's just a bit of a chicken game to deal with.
That is true. Well, we'll have to see first how this one goes. I think United Kingdom could go for maybe Formidable Enemy, actually. I was thinking if United Kingdom wins to their own pick and something like, let's say, Formidable Enemy, the last pick they could go for is definitely Zenith Alliance.
Yeah, as we get to nearing the end of the timeout here, and this looks like I think UK might have a already solid understanding of what to pick here, which is
I guess
something.
Yeah, just take your time, honestly. I think UK is just doing the right move by not rushing what they want to pick.
But I feel like waiting for someone to get in. I feel like Antapasi is just pretty much just chilling. I thought he was gonna be playing the next pick, but I feel like that's not the case here. Cat is going wild right now. Going for Delirium. Alright, this is not something that I would see optimally, but I feel like it's understandably so, because they want Rage in Vegas. But counterclockwise though, it's a bit of a tricky situation.
I mean, Delirium could be a pick to go for. Looks like it's gonna be Zubin eliminating Moose in here. Wait, is that because he's gonna play Rise? I highly doubt that's gonna be the case.
Yeah, I feel like this either going to be Retro EX, Ray, and Adiza basically staying in, but Just waiting for the other players to come in from Indonesia as the timeout has been ended as well for the UK.
That is true. So right now, I think Indonesia could go for Albert, Adiza, and Ray again as usual.
Although I will say though, this the song is a little bit funny, but I see Raze actually has a bit of a technical problem going on, so it's looking to see if that's actually resolved before the time has been running out.
Give us a moment. What is going on here?
Alright, we see Retro EX coming in, alright. We have a third player, Adiza, yep, alright. But I think Onsepukase will be swapping it pretty. There's no shot that Onsepukase is playing this.
We're honestly just waiting for stuff. Oh, it looks like Ray is here already, I think.
The thing is, I think for United Kingdom, I'm a little bit worried for Newsom in this case because I feel like Newsom has been like missing multiple times across almost every map, really. So I feel like staying Newsom for this seems a bit of a risky move, unless there's no other third player to come by, which is comfortable against Delirium. But we'll see what happens here for UK. Hopefully their morale has been picked up by some of the points they've been breaking off. We'll see. We got the start command here. We'll see the fifth. Trying to take a 5th point for United Kingdom, which is Delirium. But if this is not the case, Indonesia will take the 6th point and it will be a potential match point. And this is a very important point for United Kingdom to go with here.
Certainly. They absolutely must win this, or else Indonesia's gonna be in match point, and they would have that would be a Herculean task.
Eliminated with 100%. Oh, okay, I just didn't check it. Like,
Yeah, I got really. These players holding 100% to just scaring me, honestly.
Some of these bursts are a little bit scary. 100 by eliminated there. I think there's a couple of them too. At least gonna switch over to Indonesia for the time being. Retro EX actually kind of struggling a little bit here too.
See, the difference is yes, Eliminate may have dropped at 100, but in terms of racing and accuracy, Eliminate has a clear advantage over Retro X. So that 100 drop does not matter that much for the meantime.
Ooh, Zubin is actually trying to tank below 99.7 here. He's actually dropping Retro EX, finally taking the damage right here. That's a low accuracy to be dealt with after that miss, so that's actually going to be a buffer for United Kingdom.
For the meantime, the lead is certainly in the United Kingdom's end. But Retro X dropping out some more essentially secures it, and this map is not that long either. It's almost 2 minutes, but not there yet. Oh wait, that's 2 misses!
That's a severe drop by Retro EX going down below 99. I think he might have missed like 3 times in that section. I think that lead is pretty much unrecoverable here. It's like 40,000 bumpers. It seems like a whole lot for Indonesia to get back into it.
That's right. I mean, unless United Kingdom has a full team miss, I don't see Indonesia having a chance to catch up. But Yusuf finds the first drop, and that's pretty big as well, though I don't think it's big enough.
Yeah, I don't think like with the full team miss, like even as clean as that, Retro has missed so much more, and Adiza taking the second miss too.
Yeah, in fact, Retro X already dropped below 99, which I mean, they are going to catch up to that at some point. But right now, the team definitely has it. United Kingdom, 2 FCs to 1. Very impressive.
I think Eliminate dropped 2 100s. Or maybe... 100? What?
Wait, what? 100?
That's almost a double-digit perfect for this kind of chart. Excuse me, that's illegal, man. Newsom is even funnier. No 200s, but everything else is 1, 2, 3. But United Kingdom secured that 10 point. We're still on deadlock, everybody. We still have like 2 more points to take over. And Indonesia's running out of safe picks outside of encryption. And United Kingdom has some picks to go for here, but this is rough. And meanwhile, the other match has also been finished as well. Japan winning against Singapore 7-3 on a formidable enemy. Even though with X-Men carrying that back, Japan does have some heavy lifting, but Singapore will be, unfortunately, will be knocked out of the tournament. So Japan is still in this. So we'll see. The next matchup will probably gonna be for Japan. Alright, encryption it is.
Man, I gotta say, the song feels so like nerve-wracking. I think it's so fitting for a last pick for Indonesia.
And I feel like Ting is probably going to be swapping out for this. There's no way that Char is going to be playing this, as this is probably has some physical bits in here.
There we go, Ting momentum coming in. Not surprised at all.
Also, I should mention that this is the last long load pick, and even if like Indonesia has this is their last pick, UK has some stuff to go for here. So it's not looking like UK has a disadvantage after losing encryption, if that's the case. But UK has some stuff to go for, and Indonesia basically had to play United Kingdom's cards.
Oh man, looks like right now. Okay, so I guess the reason why we're just taking a little bit of time is we're just clarifying rules about abort. So if like something happened within 30 seconds in, I think abort should be allowed. So we're hoping to see no technical difficulties this time around though.
Yeah, also I should mention if that 30-second rule mark is that it's not always applicable in most cases, because if the map is like some sort of like a TV size thing, which is 1 minute 30, so I think whatever comes first really. If it's the first quarter of that 1 minute 30 is like 22 seconds, that's basically the mark you set it in. So even if you set like 30-second mark for this kind of chart, I think that's pretty much it. You have to like abort it like below that. So let's see what happens here. But Newson already taking like a few, some 200s in the intro too, which is a little bit weird.
I'm gonna lie though, this start is really difficult. I would even argue that this start is among the harder parts of the map. Eliminated 99.2, which is unfortunate. But Adiza with that 99.6, onto Bikasi is dropping, but Ray as well. Oh man, so many people are just dropping in general.
Yeah, these releases are no joke. OD 7.6 is not helping either, as far as it goes, Secret Sleuth also has this kind of OD. I think it's a 7.7, which Encryption has 7.6. Not really helping in this case in terms of ratio or even accuracy in general. These tight releases is just like tricking. It's like tricking you to think that this is more of an Ellen consistency, but it also has some Ellen releases in it too. But also because it's dropping below 99.3, it now actually has a bit of an edge to UK, but it's no lead. So Adiza finding the drop there, that's actually going to be probably the lowest accuracy on Indonesia too.
Yeah, that's true, but it's well, as unfortunate as it sounds, there's still time for Indonesia to catch up. I mean, look, Eliminate is the lowest act in the whole lobby, so they still have to take note of that and be careful.
I should also mention that this chart is quite front-loaded, so there's almost not... There's pretty much trivial stuff going on with the back half of this chart, but really you don't want to get too complacent, because something like a 7,000 buffer points like UK has here, they're not out of the woods yet. Oh,
How
eliminate
about a
finding the
limit
draw.
draw?
That's the lowest accuracy on UK too. That's gonna impact a little bit of the lead. Onto Bakasi's trying to recover his accuracy a little bit. Ray also finding a little bit the same accuracy as Ting, but Nielsen is having so much higher accuracy than everyone else.
Muson is dominating the lobby right now. 99.7 is really big. But if anything though, the lead hasn't changed a single bit yet.
The lead is getting smaller. The lead is getting smaller. Adiza actually has a higher accuracy a little bit there.
Yeah, but that's true. But oh my God, the lead is actually shrinking even more now. Could United Kingdom lose this? But
Adiza dropped.
as I say
Oh
that.
wow. There's so much left in the chart of this. Basically, the last quarter. You don't want to get too complacent on the full semi inverse here. This chart is taking its toll on the coordination, but I feel like UK's fine on this though.
Accuracy for Team Momentum and Houston are just carrying United Kingdom to be at the forefront of everything. Oh my goodness.
Ray's trying to battle with Ting as well, but I feel like the highest accuracy could compete with Houston here. Onto Bakasi basically has the lower accuracy, even with the full combo, but Adiza is taking so much damage. Eliminate finding the drop as well, but it's still a trade.
Yeah, and Adiza's accuracy is lower now than Eliminate's. You're also dropping some 200s at the end, but I don't think that should matter. Oh my God, that team score by United Kingdom is really good, but yeah, Indonesia was not far behind. Newson with a 990k. Are you for real now? Looks like right now, United Kingdom taking a break point. That was very crucial to them, especially considering how this match started. Indonesia, well, United Kingdom did take a break point. Indonesia answered back, but Indonesia was just clawing back. And now United Kingdom saying, we can do this as well. But now looks like United Kingdom is going to go for formidable enemy and not Zenithalize. That is very surprising to me. I was expecting a Jack pick, considering that again, I was thinking that United Kingdom is very proficient at Jacks. This map is the last regular pick of the whole match. Anything could still happen. Any single drop could be the fate of either team. United Kingdom has to hold their consistency and accuracy as well. Indonesia should do the same. Overall though, I'm not sure who is gonna be taking this.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like as silly as this sounds, this is a stamina pick that you don't want to like actually pick this at the literally last Fremont pick because everyone's stamina is probably just gone at this point. I think. I don't think they'd probably be happy either to be picking this in a tight situations like 6-5 like this. Honestly. But that would also mean that Zenith Alliance and Revelation is going to be ignored as well for this match. So no picks for them just yet. So we'll see what happens. And on Tabakasi probably sweeping out with Albert, I think. Or probably Retro. Oh, Retro is it? Alright. I'm not the most confident as well as far as Retro able to being capable of stamina, but given Delirium's score as well, it probably is taking a little bit of a toll in terms of the physicality as well. But we'll see what happens here. This is the final pick to be made for United Kingdom, and if United Kingdom loses this, we're going to see multi-genre showdown. Let's see how this goes. It's the final pick. Will United Kingdom finally dominates his formidable enemy against Will Indonesia in this case. I'm not trying to make a pun, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, I understand picking Retro X right now. Like, you would expect Albert to get in. I think people could assume that, but I think Retro X is the right call. Considering the performance in general, Retro X has been doing amazing. And honestly, in terms of jump stream, Retro X is also really good at that. Right now, though, this is the last chance Indonesia has on the regular picks. I don't know who takes tiebreaker. I think that's gonna be really close as well.
I forgot that this has some melons in it for the stamina pick.
Well, I mean, the Ellens aren't really what makes the chart difficult, so I don't think it should matter too much.
How is the lead is nothing? This is a very zero lead whatsoever. Ray is actually holding the highest accuracy right now.
Alright, but I think the lead should be in United Kingdom's side, considering Ting Momentum's hack is... Oh, never mind! I think Ting Momentum dropped it to 100, so it's gonna be close to Adiza. Retro X and Zubin are tied. No,
Retro
never mind!
Retro is dropping now, but I feel like there's still some hard parts left in the chart, so I feel like there's not out of the woods yet. You have to be careful of Ting, because I feel like Ting has dropped a little bit more than he would seem to be.
Oh man, it's still really close. This lead is essentially nothing. UK has to hold on to those full combos. I'm seeing some 200s from Ting Momentum and Zubin.
But that's a consecutive 300s as well, so that's a bit of a drop. So the lead is shifting to Indonesia a little bit. Retro's recovering to 9.8. There's a 200 as well. But I think Ting Momentum has actually taken a little bit of a deficit in terms of accuracy.
True, but look at Ray taking the charge over Eliminate. Adiza and Zubin are tied. It's really just Ting Momentum and Retro X right now.
I think it really does need to have a miss here, really. But I feel like the accuracy is trying to take over, but Retro actually trying to still stay in a range of 99.77 after that miss too, which is a little bit of a buffer for UK. But they're not out of the woods yet. They're still in the last third of this.
Are we gonna see a tiebreaker? I really hope that's the case. The lead is still really close right now. Any breaks from United Kingdom would give it away to Indonesia. But it looks like that's not gonna happen considering how consistent they've been the whole match.
All eyes on every drop. Ting Momentum find his way to drop! They did it!
Oh my god!
Actually, is it enough though? Is it enough though?
It's enough! It's enough! The combo cap is still out there! And I think right now, Indonesia's chance to take it a tiebreaker is on here!
They're still not out of the woods yet. The lead is still shrinking there. The last quarter of it though. Oh my god, the lead is kind of...
Who's gonna pull it? Wait a minute, who is the lead right now? Who is the lead?
There's no one has the lead. It's only basically 300s. It's just this chance, really. All eyes on every drop. All eyes on 300s, all eyes on 200s right now. Indonesia's taking a shot. And there's somebody to drop there.
No! That I think gives it to the United Kingdom. Unless one more drop happens.
I think there's not enough time here. It's basically the out of this song.
That was so unfortunate. Indonesia had it. But right now, it looks like United Kingdom is gonna secure a win. And I think this means Indonesia, unfortunately,
what is this? 2v1 SS?
2v1 double SS? Are you for real?
Also with Black from Zubin, but that is it. That's pretty much the difference lies. That one extra miss that comes from Adiza seals that deal for United Kingdom, and United Kingdom is to take the match 7-5. And unfortunately, Indonesia will be knocked out from the tournament as a result.
That's true, but I gotta say, Indonesia put up an amazing fight. Like, no question.
And they're securing top 8 for the United Kingdom, and they will have to face their next opponent, which we're gonna have to see soon for the other next matchups.
Oh man, that was so close. That was way too close to call. I don't even know how to describe. That was an amazing match. United Kingdom did absolutely amazing, and Indonesia played out of their minds. Both teams should be proud of themselves, regardless of their result.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like if the results were like reversed to a little bit, I feel like Indonesia could actually take some points of UK for that reason. But I feel like for a middle and it was actually this close. If it's just a one miss difference, it's just how powerful a miss does come into play. But right now we have some few matches to come by here. We're gonna have Thailand versus China. We're starting a little bit of an hour later on. So it's actually going to be a pretty exciting one as well, as Thailand vs China came out really close here.
And all of these matches are just really interesting, really close, and it's honestly just really it's really nice to see how competitive the scene has become.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, as a reminder, we still have the batters and also the nations to coming in, as you can have some new batters to support your favorite teams that is still in this Mania World Cup. And if you purchase the batter alongside the Osis store for like $250, I feel, and if that team wins for the Mania World Cup, they will be still reliving that batter for upcoming for a prolonged time as well. And we also do have open collective as well for nations to come by for these particular teams, as it will be donated straight to the prize pool, and their efforts have not been wasted, and they do deserve your support.
That's right. I mean, aren't the commands like exclamation point banner or something? Just in case. I'm pretty sure that's the command for you to be aware of what banners would be. Oh yeah, well, there it is in the chat. Exclamation point banner and exclamation point donate. Yeah, please, if you want to support MWC in general, please, just support using those two links.
Absolutely, and yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it until the next hour that is coming in. And I feel like I probably don't have to comment too much for this next matchup. What do you think? Do you have some words to take on?
Honestly, I have no more words. That man was just way too insane. So yeah, I have nothing else to say. Yeah.
Yeah, alright. We'll see you guys in the next hour of the match.